Right now, somewhere, a number on your screen tells you your money is safe. Do you think that's true? It isn't. It's already gone, moved, multiplied on paper, owned by no one. This is the story of a man who built a bank that never existed, and it took 6 days for it to disappear. Call him Adrian Cole. Not his real name, but his story is real enough. Cole didn't build factories. He didn't build products. He built something harder to see and easier to sell: confidence. In 2011, he opened a small investment firm. It wasn't a flashy office. There were no billboards. There was only a promise, whispered from one trusted circle to the next. Steady returns, every month, no exceptions. 9% a month, he told them. Not a year, a month. Anyone who understood real markets should have run. Instead, they had wired money, because Cole understood something most fund managers could never learn. People don't invest in numbers. They invest in the feeling of being chosen. Here's the part almost no one understood, including some of the people running it. Cole wasn't trading, not really. He was running what's known as a Ponzi scheme. A simple trick wearing a complicated mask. New investor money doesn't get invested. It gets used to pay the last investor their promised return. As long as more money keeps coming in than going out, the machine looks alive. The statements look real. The returns look earned. The moment that stream. But a Ponzi scheme isn't a business. It's a countdown. Every single one, without exception, needs a constant stream of new victims just to survive. Them slows, the whole structure starts to starve. Cole knew this. He just believed he'd be gone before anyone noticed. Every shadow system needs not just victims, but believers. A young analyst had joined the firm in year 2. Call her Mara. She wasn't a criminal. She was ambitious, underpaid, and desperate to prove herself. She was building the spreadsheets. She smoothed the numbers. She told herself it was temporary, not a lie, just a rough patch. That's how these systems keep surviving. Not through one villain, through dozens of ordinary people convincing themselves that this month is the exception. By year 4, Cole's firm was managing hundreds of millions of dollars on paper. In reality, most of that money had either been spent, paid out, or simply never existed at all. Every collapse has a single, quiet moment before the noise begins. For Cole, it was a phone call. One large investor, spooked by a market downturn, wanted to withdraw everything, not slowly, all at once. Cole stalled, delayed, blamed processing times. Word spreads fast in small, trusting circles. One withdrawal request became 5. 5 became 50. Trust takes years to build. It breaks in days. The machine needed new money to survive, and instead, everyone wanted their money out at the same time. That's not a bad quarter. That's the beginning of the end. It took 6 days. Day 1, delayed statements. Day 2, unanswered calls. Day 3, a lawyer hired quietly. Day 4, the office suddenly empty. By day 6, the number on every investor's screen, the one that once said their money was growing, stopped updating. The money wasn't lost. It was never there. Regulators later found what was left, a fraction of the funds ever claimed. Most had already been paid out to earlier investors, chasing a return that was never earned, only borrowed from someone else's future. Mara cooperated with investigators. Cole was never seen at the office again. Stories like this repeat, not because people are foolish, but because the trick is old, and only the packaging keeps changing. Every version has the same warning signs: returns too smooth to be real, secrecy dressed up as exclusivity, and pressure to act before you think. If a return sounds guaranteed, ask who's paying for it. Real markets go up. Real markets go down. Anyone who tells you otherwise isn't managing your money. They're managing your belief. Right now, somewhere, another Adrian Cole is opening a small office. No billboard, just a whisper. Steady returns. Every month. No exceptions. The question isn't whether it will happen again. It's whether you'll recognize it in time. Have you ever been offered a deal that sounded too steady to be true? Tell us what happened in the comments. This video is for educational and storytelling purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice. Always do your own research and consult a licensed professional before making investment decisions.